Yeah, it's very cold here in Jersey right now. It's I think it's 20 degrees right now at least. This whole entire week it has been pretty cold. So I'm in my fleece with a hat on in my own place. Um, but anyway, I want to expand upon what I spoke about the last time about switching systems. I know I did talk about how I didn't really want to make this channel about gear and all that sort, but I mean, I feel like there's gotta be video parts of this journey of doing video and vlogging is to discuss about the stuff that you use. And I do like technology, but I don't know. I watch a lot of YouTubers and camera reviews and all this sort of online. So it's like there's so much stuff's out there already that I don't want to be a tech reviewer. Or anything like that. I just want to. I'll talk about stuff that I enjoy using and things I'm having issues with to see if maybe other people have the same issues. But I'm primarily a food, beverage, and portrait photographer. I am learning this the things that need to be learned how to do video. So this is what these videos are also about, is for me to learn how to shoot videos. Um, I'm using some portrait lighting that I learned over the years with a collapsed umbrella to see how that looks. And it looks kind of cool. It definitely does funnel the light with more shadows. I don't have to use so many different lights to create this kind of look. Um, anyway, yeah. So the reason why I moved back to Canon, I still use Profoto. I love Profoto lights. Um, the reason why I went back to Canon was because I just don't like Fuji's build quality. But how I got here is I started my photographic journey with Canon since I started college. I used a Canon AE1 for film class, and then I I worked my way up to get a Canon Power G5, which at the time was like one of their only portrait shoots that offered RAW capabilities. Um, then I went to the Canon 30D in like 2007 before I went to Thailand, and then I went from the 30D I went to the Canon 5D Mark II, 5D Mark III, 5D Mark IV, and then after the 5D Mark IV, which I started, over those years, I've always been reading up and and enjoying the images coming from medium format. So when Fuji released their GFX 50S, I was definitely curious, but I didn't want to drop that money for it in the system. Even though for a medium format system, it is very budget friendly. Like all Fuji camera gear is very budget friendly, which is one of the pluses. So I found the GFX 50S used and I bought it. I was like, all right, I got it. I think that and the 63 millimeter for I forgot how much I paid for it. I think maybe 4,500 or 3,000. I forget. It was a lot of money, no doubt. However, used for both of those, it was a good deal. So I shot with the GFX 50S. I love the images and the quality. Already noticed the build quality issues because the 63 millimeter, that lens froze like hell. Like too many shoots froze. Like, oh, the focus motor would just freeze. And it's a known issue with Fuji. They have not released a 63 millimeter Mark II. They have not re-upped the motor, even with the new any new lenses of the 63. You just send it in and they will replace it for you because they know it's a crappy ass motor, and there's unless they replace do a Mark II, it's always going to be that motor. So um, during that time, I got some issues, and then I finally moved my way up to the GFX 100S when that was announced. I bought it brand new, along with the 80 millimeter, and then within the first couple weeks, even though we were in the COVID shutdowns, I didn't do a lot of like professional work with it at the time. It was like every now and then I'll have like a no, it wasn't during the shutdown. It was when things were finally reopened. It was 2021, and I had like only a handful of shoots that I used it on, so everything went well. Like it just, it worked fine. And then as I grew into the system, I got the Fuji X-H2S and those sort of lenses. And then last year, during multiple shoots, like big shoots, I finally had my first cookbook. And during that cookbook, the one just froze like 5 times in a row, every day. And I had the art director right next to me asked me what's going on. Like, is everything okay? Why is this not progressing? How come we can't see the images? And I was like, you know what? Let me look what's going on. I had to take out all the batteries, SD cards, lenses, and put it back in, and it worked again. And then it stopped working. So I obviously, after the shoot, I sent the camera to Fuji to be looked at and repaired. So they repaired it, and it works as it's supposed to right now. So it could have been just an issue that needed to be repaired $800 later, but I don't know how that would happen because I'm not abusive with my camera gear. I've only taken it out for shoots. So it's like when I asked like what was the issue, what caused it to, they said something about inside the internals of the camera. I'm like, that's weird. So I don't know if it was caused by me or it was just a manufacturing thing from Fuji that I still had to pay for. I'm just gonna assume it was for me because I've had the camera since 2021, and so it could just been age. I don't know, but it's a lot, and yeah, it could definitely be my fault, and I'm not blaming Fuji for it. However, my Fuji X-H2S, that one froze too. Like I'd never taken that out for professional work. It was just my out and about kind of work, and just mere moments of me turning it on, it freezes and does that whole turn everything off and on again. Shebang is like, it's like, come on, really? And it was coming off the tails of me being frustrated over the GFX. And keep in mind that I've always had the power issues with the GFX, not the $800 fix. Like me being told by the camera that I need to turn the camera on and off again. That has been there since I got the camera. So with the X-H2S, with that also having that shutdown and freezing issue, that was like the tipping point. I was like, you know what, I can't shoot with Fuji anymore, at least exclusively. I mean, the AF video autofocus issue is still something I kept an eye on from watching other YouTube videos and all that sort. I wasn't really affected by it because by that time I already traded in all my Fuji stuff, or at least the X-H2S set. But I was like, you know what, this isn't very cool. Like, if I can't rely on the gear, it's like no. So yeah, I traded majority of my Fuji stuff in to get back into Canon, which has been working reliably. I mean, I recognize things break down over time. That is not what I'm talking about in this video with Fuji. It's just that their build reliability is terrible. Like It has amazing image, like colors, tones. I love how lightweight they are, and they're very cost effective. But they are not built the most reliably. Like, you, it's really hard to trust them to work during major shoots. Like, you definitely do need backups just in case something happens. As I do on my regular shoots, day in, day out. It's like I will carry two cameras on shoots, regardless of the fact if the Canon, it will work singingly, and I'll still have the GFX with me too. Also, I'd rather use the GFX because of the colors and tones. However, for reliability's sake, I'd rather have two cameras with me with multiple lenses and different lenses and that sort to have something to do something to do the work reliably. That's all. So for me, that's why I left Fuji. Is like I've had a hard time with their cameras working reliably. I love the colors, as I mentioned. I love the tones. I love how affordable everything is in this system. But if I can't trust the gear to work reliably, you know, it causes issues. Like as mentioned, like during the cookbook shoot, my champagne shoot, it froze like hell. Like GFX was like, yeah, no, I don't want to work. I'm like, well, if you don't want to work, then I'm not going to stick with you. It's plain and simple. Ultimately, I got the jobs done. Everyone loved the work. Um, it, but still, you know, having the camera freezing so many times, it was like, no. Which also reminds me, even after, during the champagne shoot, after the repair, it still froze. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Oh, I probably should have said that for it on video, but whatever. Anyway, so that's what I want to talk about. That's why I went back to Canon. I do know the Canon stuff's way more expensive. The lenses, like the L lenses, are painfully expensive, but sometimes you gotta pay for quality. And I'm not saying that Fuji doesn't make quality stuff. It's just their reliability is in, in question. In my personal experience, I can't say for everyone else, but in my personal experience with Fuji, using them since 2018, that has been my experience. Like cameras just freezing, lenses, lens motors stop wanting to work. They have to remove everything to and put everything back in just to shoot. I can't do that anymore. It takes too much time away, and it takes you out of your creative zone just to fix your gear. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. All right.